Yeah, well, I imagine you kind of represent that shift. You embody it because you're a psychedelics lawyer. I mean, so by definition, for that to be possible, there has to be legitimacy to at least the use of psychedelics, and cannabis now is I think well ahead of psychedelics. But it's a fascinating thing. I imagine would have broken people's brains growing up, where, in the South where you grew up and where I grew up, to say that those two things is like, what? Like, how's that You mean you represent people that have been accused of trafficking in psychedelics? But that's not really what you do, is it?
It's not what I do at all. So definitely people do go to the criminal defense angle first. They're like, oh, you must be doing criminal defense. Absolutely not. I'm not doing any criminal defense. My average client is usually a business, a retreat center, a medical organization, a scientific organization, or a doctor or other medical provider who is working within regulated, legitimate channels to allow people to access psychedelics in a way that's safe for them. Now, we can talk about whether or not medical integration is ideal for every person, but when it comes to the people who are seeking out legal representation in this space, a lot of them are somehow tied to our existing either medical or technological establishments.
Because that's where the legitimate uses of them so far, quote unquote, legitimate at this point, right? Licit.
Exactly. And that's also where people are taking a lot of risk outside of just criminal liability. Most people who are operating under some sort of license, like say that they have a doctor's license, that they're MD, or they have a license to practice law, or a license to operate in some other restricted industry. When those people start touching Schedule 1 substances, most psychedelics are federally Schedule 1 substances in the United States, those people are taking on not just the criminal liability risk, not just the reputational risk, but also the licensure risk and the prescribing authority risk. So those people who are used to kind of being integrated into the system are really concerned about understanding where the law is and how it's developed so that they can minimize those risks in a way that allows them to still work with their clients and still pursue the career that they were excited about when they went to school. Most people who are getting involved in the regulated side of psychedelics don't want to give up everything that they've learned before. Instead, they've encountered something new. They've seen something that either reinforced a thought that they had or that changed their mind about the way that society should work, and they want to incorporate it into what they're already doing.